Ouch. Let me tell you, it's been that kind of a day. It's actually been that for like 4 days now. It's been crazy. Wow. Let me tell you, this is the third time I have filmed this. The first time, I was holding up the envelopes and was showing my address to everybody, and it was on there so much that I just got tired of just blurring it out everywhere. It's crazy. So I just said forget it and figured I'd start over. The last night I recorded thinking, wow, this is pretty good. I got all the way through, didn't show my address. I actually kept the envelope somewhere else. And my microphone twisted, and I didn't have the wind muff on. That was the other thing. And anyway, it was horrible. The sound was all staticky. And I'm like, what the heck? Am I even supposed to do this video? It was kind of at that moment. Oh, anyway, so I'm going to pay attention to this. Wait a minute, let me make sure it's on. It's on. I'm going to pay attention to the microphone. So if I keep looking down, that's what it is. And I'm going to not show any envelopes. And we're going to get through this video. We're going to get... All right, now after all that happened, hi, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having an amazing day. I think we're just going to jump into it. I've been doing this now 3 times that I think I've like knocked it down. Got it. I'm going to talk to you first about, real quick, the different types of things you take as your personal bag. And for me, the main one that I've taken is my 4-wheel underseater. This does not fit on every carrier, let me tell you. It does not. It's not going to fit underneath this seat. Sometimes it only fits in the middle seat underneath because that's the widest one, if you don't know that. Oh, and the one in the aisle is actually the smallest. It also is kind of bulky, and it's hard to kind of maneuver it in the small, you know, like the economy or economy plus, even the premium seats. It's kind of hard to fit or maneuver in between the seats and try to get it underneath. Well, that's one thing. I like it because sometimes if I do a direct flight, I will check my bag. If I know, you know, it goes from there to the one location. Hopefully it gets on the right plane. That's the goal anyway. And then this one will go up on top, and then I'll take like a small little travel bag that I'll just keep at my my seat, and that's what I will pull, like whatever I need out, and we'll talk about that type of stuff. Well, that's the thing with this one. It's not going to it's going to fit more of the larger carriers or the larger planes, not maybe all the larger planes, but some of the bigger companies. And it's not going to fit, you know, smaller ones like Spirit or Frontier or Wow or Ryanair or things like that. So just remember that when you're picking out a underseater with wheels. Now I have a smaller 2-wheel one that I've had for a very long time. I haven't used it for a long time. A little by the zipper it tore just because I put too much crap in it, and I used the heck out of it. I mean the heck out of it. And I still have it. I use it for work. And I've considered replacing that one because it would fit better on most carriers, because it's, I want to say it's smaller than a backpack in size, but it's a little wider. I bought it a long time ago on Amazon, but that one is fantastic to be able to use, to be able to roll around. Now you do have to pull it. It's not as easy as using a 4-wheel. Anything with 4 wheels is easy just to roll around inside the airport. Makes it much easier. Of course, your next thing is that's kind of a larger size, but as long as it fits underneath the seat, is a small kind of weekender type or a tote or something like that. And those are okay. They still have the luggage trolley sleeve where you can put it over your luggage handle and stuff. But for me, that doesn't really work, and I'll tell you why. because I've had to check my bag one time and I had a huge long layover and I had to carry that sucker around the airport for hours. And that's miserable to carry something around for hours like that, where you know, you're just lugging, it's just uncomfortable. Oh, I think about that before you, I'm checking the microphone. So think about that before you pick your items, because that's going to be something that you are not thinking of. And everyone has their own way of doing things. Maybe some people feel very comfortable with that. I know there's some weekenders, I think I saw one or two that I saw, there are probably more, that have backpack straps that will come out, and some soft-sided luggage have that too, where it makes it easier for them to put on and maybe do a chest strap, and it makes it easier to carry around. And then of course a lot of people have, you know, a wonderful backpack. This is from a Target brand, it's called Open Story. I primarily use this for work. I have not used this to travel with, so just so you're aware. It's about a 20-liter bag. It's a pretty standard looking backpack of what you see most travel backpacks are, that don't expand too much. It does, you know, have some pretty nice handles and a trolley sleeve. So that's the main thing I look for, is the trolley sleeve. However, this, when you put a lot of stuff in it, it's not that comfortable to use. That's why I only use it for work, because I throw in a couple things in there, maybe my lunch, a water bottle on the side, and I'm out the door. And it's only when I have to take things back and forth, like an iPad or my laptop or something, back and forth from home to work. But it's very rare I have to do that. But this is the one I would use. It keeps everything nice and tidy and secure, but it's not, again, not the most comfortable once you put a lot of stuff in it. Like it has a lot of stuff in it right now, and when I put it on, it's just not comfortable. It makes me feel like it's pulling me back. I love my hiking backpacks because they have the waist strap and the chest strap, which actually adjusts a lot of the weight, and it makes it so much better when you fill it up. And that's kind of the best and probably only backpacks I can actually use, when it has a chest strap or a waist strap. What I'm looking for right now, and believe me, I love doing reviews on backpacks and luggage and travel gear and electronics and stuff like that. It's one of my favorite things to do, is actually to go through and see what works, what may not work for me, may work for you. And I love doing it, and I am on a mission. And I think I already found the backpack that will actually work for travel, that has a chest strap and a waist strap, but it doesn't look like a hiking backpack. Oh, I'm going to be getting that and testing it out. I'm not going to say what it is yet, but you'll probably be seeing that in the next month or so, where I'll have had time to use it to go to work and things like that. That's kind of how I test them out, is taking stuff to work and seeing how they feel. I'm really excited to be able to try the backpack out and give you a review on it, but I'm not going to share what it is just yet, because I get overexcited and then I'll come back very disappointed telling you it sucked. All right, so those are the types of things. There's also like tote bags and things like that. You know, tote bags are kind of similar to weekenders to me. Well, no. Ow. It hurt. All right, the first item that is actually in my backpack, but not in my backpack when I go through TSA PreCheck, is my little kind of bum bag. This one I just got at Walmart. It kind of actually faded here a little bit from me rubbing my fat arm on it. Oh. But I like these little sling bags, waist bag, whatever you want to call them. I did a review on this Baze bag, and I actually didn't think it would really work for me. And then last week or so, I've been using it, and I figured out what my issue was I would put my large Ray-Ban case inside of here, and then it really wouldn't, it would be so bulky that it wouldn't really fit much of anything else. Well, I ended up putting it in the water bottle holder, because I don't carry a water bottle everywhere I go. And that has worked out great, to where I am able to see in here and get inside easily. And I'm able to utilize all the pockets a little bit better. So I found a way to make this work. I hated to spend that much money and not be able to use it. So anything like this or that works for you, that you put your personal items in. What I do with these is I usually have it in my seat on the plane, and I just make the strap a little shorter and I put it over the tray. I can close the tray back up and then it'll kind of hang there, and I have all my items in there except my iPad. I usually will pull out my iPad from whatever I'm using, the underseater, the backpack, whatever I'm using, depends on what it is. But I'll pull that out so I can watch movies that I've downloaded or whatever. But this is good for going through TSA pre-check. So I always look for one that has a zipper on the back. This is just a Walmart one, but I'll put a couple similar ones in the description below. I'm going to put this one in because I'm actually looking at getting that and seeing how it works and see if it'll hold, or it will hold as much as this one does. Because if it does, that one's going to be perfect because it's a little more, I don't know, chic and stylish to be able to use kind of on a daily basis, but also, you know, when I'm doing excursions that are not necessarily kind of adventurous or anything, just maybe walking around, you know, especially when you go overseas. A lot of museums over there don't allow backpacks in, so you want to have something like a crossbody or something that's a little closer to your body. In this, I have I can put my phone, and I have some antibacterial wipes for when I get in my seat. I can wipe down the tray and everything. Wipe down everything. Well, OCD there. My passport. And then I have these little mesh bags, which I'll talk about in just a minute. This is going to hold my like little charging stuff, little things like that. And then just disposable toothbrush and a little toothpaste and floss. There's little pockets in here, so if you find some with little mesh pockets or zipper pockets, that works out really well too. And then I have my little AirPods. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna say iPods a lot, so just block that whole thing out. And just a mirror and a little lipstick, because why not? So that's kind of everything that's in here, except on the back and the zipper, it's my wallet. And I have done a review on this wallet. I have a little air tag on there, and I just like that it's just small. And I don't take that much with me, you know, ID, you know, a couple cards, insurance card, stuff like that. One of the main things also is, of course, theft is real. So always print out your documents, all your itinerary, all your items. Take pictures of your passport, your ID front and back, your credit cards front and back, all that stuff. Don't just take pictures of it because you can lose your phone. Email it all to yourself. If that's the one tip you get out of this video, email everything to yourself about the vacation. Email it to someone else too if you feel comfortable with that. And that way, if something happens, you have a way to get online to be able to pull all that documentation up. Or if something happens and you are not able to speak, then somebody else, your emergency contact, would have that information to be able to help somebody obtain, you know, everything that you have or whatever happened. So that is my one tip. Well, besides all this, that's my main tip. You know what I mean. I'm gonna put these back in here. I don't ever forget these little antibacterial stuff. All right, that's the one that just kind of, when I get through TSA, I can take it off and I can put it in there, especially if I'm waiting for the plane for a really long time or have a long layover and I just want to put it away or whatever. Just make sure you keep your items close to you and watch them at all times. Another main item is I bring my electronics. Now, in my last Amazon haul, I got this little bag to be as minimal as possible, and I've been loving this bag. It's perfect size. It holds everything that I need, all the different cords. This is a 3-prong one that I got in that last Amazon haul. I'm going to link that Amazon haul below because it had some really great items. And then I just have some various cords for different things, and then I have a couple adapters. This is the main one because it goes for my headphones that plugs into my iPad. And the reason I do this is because it has a charging option here. So I could plug in my iPad to a charging source, but still plug in my headphones over here on these, which it has a USB-C or it has the 3.5, whatever. That is perfect for being able to fly without your iPad dying, especially if it's on long flights. And then it has, doesn't have all of them. I have a iWalk power bank, which is just plugs in, you know, everybody's seen them, you know, they're for the bottom of the phone. They're super popular. And I have that. And then I have a large power bank. Now remember, the power banks have to go on the main plane. They can't go underneath in your checked bag. So always make sure you have something to be able to keep these items with you. And it does have an outside pocket, but I don't really use it. In that last Amazon haul, I got this little thing for my watch. And I actually have moved that over to my hiking stuff because I plug into a generator in the last couple places I've gone. And that has actually worked out really well to just be able to plug it into those sources when there's no electricity. And it's light and easy to use. But I have another one that I'll be showing in my next video, which will be up on Tuesday. So if you're enjoying my videos, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for those future videos. And if you're enjoying this one so far, go ahead and give it a like. This one is my electronics case, so I don't bring that much. If you are a content creator and you bring multiple different options, cameras, things like that, I am not that person. That's probably why it takes me forever to like put out a video because I'm not the best YouTuber in the world. That's just the fact. I like doing this, but I'm just not great at it, okay? But I enjoy it. So I hope the people, oh, and I hit like 1,000 subscribers after like, I don't know how many years. So somebody likes it, but this is all I bring. And this is the Lonzi Pocket 2 DJI Pocket 3 camera bag. I have a Pocket 2 still. I haven't busted out for the Pocket 3 yet. And I don't know if I will. I'm waiting because if mine is lasting, then I feel okay to keep using it. I think whenever it dies, I'll buy the Pocket 3, Pocket 4, Pocket 5, whatever's out at the time. Because I really like the device and how small it is and, you know, minimal and stuff. So this is the perfect bag. My understanding is from the Pocket 3, once you put the adapter handle on in the content creator combo, that the bag that it came with, it doesn't fit and you have to take the handle off. Alonzi created this bag so you can keep the handle on, basically. That is the function of this bag. Also, it has lots of little pockets inside for all the little DJI things. So this would hold, this center area would hold the dual microphone pack. And then there's 3 little holes here. I use this one to hold the cord. I use this one to hold the microphone. This one right now, because I don't have that dual pack, I just keep my selfie stick phone adapter. Oh, it fits right down in there. And then in here, I have just a little clicker to take photos with my iPhone. And then this is the Alonzi small selfie stick that I use with that phone adapter. I did have this one in my last video and I love this. I've taken it everywhere. It works perfectly and I won't leave home without it. And then I also, in that video, got this little thing and I love this. This is my memory card case. So I keep them all in there. You can keep, it says, you know, 12, 2 in each one, but you could put more than that in here. And then I keep the little adapter, which slides in here, but I can see it there. I keep the little adapter where I can put the memory card thing and then put it into my iPad and upload the footage and be able to edit on my iPad. So that's what that is. So on the smaller side, I keep that. And on top of the selfie stick, I've been putting a pocket camera I'm filming on. I've been putting the pocket camera right here and it all fits. it's been working out really great. Now, I don't know if you could do the selfie stick and the Pocket 3 camera like that, because my understanding is the Pocket 3 is a little bit larger than the Pocket 2. So I don't know if you could do that, but the Pocket 2 is small enough where I can stack those on top of each other, and it works really well. I just keep it in the, I just put it in the protective case, and I've had no issues so far. But this is wonderful. A little handle, has these little strappy things on the back where you could attach it to something. And it's nice. It's a nice feeling. It's a nice quality. So I'm digging it. So that's the electronic one. Another big one that I talked about that little mesh bag. I actually bought them in gray and black, and it comes in a 3-piece set. I'll put a picture up here. And I use this one, or this size, for my first aid and my medicine and Band-Aids and Advil and prescriptions and all that good stuff. So I keep it all in here. I want to keep this with me. This is one of the most important things that I will keep. This is like the second item. It's like my passport, ID, all those important documents, and then my medicine. I keep that. That always stays with me in my personal bag. Will not get checked. It will not go away. Keep that with you. You always want to make sure you have your medicine with you. You never know if you're going to get separated from it. So keep that in your personal item. But the 3-piece set of mesh bags are really, really nice. They're see-through, very lightweight. It's not going to add a lot of weight to your carry-on, or sometimes they weigh your personal bag, see if you're over a limit, and it's not going to add a lot of weight to it. So that's really nice. Plus the gray ones, the black ones are a little darker, but the gray ones you can see through. So it just depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for one where you can't see through very well, and maybe you want it lightweight, it's not a liquid, then you may want to get a black one if you don't want people to see inside. But this one I would want someone to be able to see that all my first aid stuff, and so they can get stuff out. And when you're flying internationally, you really should use your pharmacy pill bottles. When I fly domestically, I usually take pictures of the labels, and I'm usually okay with that. But if you are flying internationally, you need to really ask your pharmacist just for smaller pill bottles and take what you need in those. Because you don't want to, and read all the requirements to get into a country, because there are some prescriptions and over-the-counter medications that you can't take into certain countries. So make sure you read all the requirements when you're filling out your paperwork to go to other countries, if you have to get a visa or whatever, or just whatever kind of requirements in those countries. Every country, every place is different. So if you're going to multiple places, read it all, read it all. The next thing I bring in here is I bring my makeup. Now, I've had another makeup case for a really long time, this one right here, and I really do like it, but I realized that I haven't been taking that much makeup with me, and to have something, I first had a really big thing that I used to take, because I used to take a lot of makeup, and then I was like, no, I'm going to take less, and then I had like these square palettes about that big, and I realized, no, I don't even need that much. So then I pared that down even more, and this kept getting smaller and smaller. There is a place for brushes in here. There's 2 netting areas where you could put like tweezers and things like that, smaller items. And it does work. It's really nice if you take like a medium amount of makeup, but I realize that I'm really taking even less now. So I ended up finding this little tiny makeup bag. Normally I would buy a clear item, but I really think it actually works out pretty well for what I'm looking for, and keeps it really small to be able to fit inside. If I have to use a backpack, and the plan is I'm going to have to use a backpack when I go to Europe, I won't be able to take my underseater, because I know those airlines are a little bit different, and I know my underseater 4-wheel will not fit. So I'll be checking, and yeah, and I just don't want to do that. Well, this is pretty much all I bring, and I'm going to show you. So this has lipstick holders, and then one larger pocket, and then it has another like elastic pocket on that side. And this is pretty much all I bring. I have like foundation, powder, bronzer. Although my goal always, by the time I finish with traveling, especially to the Caribbean or somewhere, you know, with a lot of sun, that I don't need any bronzer anymore because I'm gonna be nice and tan. Blush, like a powder blush. And then I have a liquid blush. So this is a Rare Beauty. So if you know how big these are, it will fit inside that lipstick little hole so you can kind of gauge. And then I have a couple lipsticks, but I probably bring like 3 or 4 more. But this one is empty right here. I took it out because, well, I used it. And then I found this little, if you're looking to go minimal, see if you can find like a small little palette that has colors that you use. Don't go crazy, because if you don't use them every day, you may not use them unless there's something special or something that you want to like make up a little bit more. But I usually use like mattes and shimmers, and then kind of dark to light, you know. So I could do like what I have like right now, which is my normal day. This is kind of like what I wear the majority of the days. I feel like I can see my fat roll right here. A little self-conscious. But I like having the mattes and the shimmers. I like to be able to, the darker colors here, to do like a smoky eye if I wanted to do something like that, which I've done that on a ship when I got dressed up a couple times. Things like that. So this is actually really perfect, and I've used this now a couple times. It's not perfect for being Anastasia Beverly Hills, which you would think it's high end. The shadows have a little bit of fallout, so I just make sure I tap my brush enough so I don't get it on my face. That's my only suggestion if you like that palette. And then I would bring, you know, mascara and eyebrow stuff and an eyeliner. That's pretty much what I pared down to. I think this is kind of what I look like every day. Not every day, because I don't put makeup on every day. And then there's some days I won't wear any makeup, though, you know, when I'm traveling. On those days, you know, just some sunscreen and stuff. Now you'll notice that I didn't have any brushes or anything in there, and my other one had a place for brushes. I actually didn't use that for brushes. I have this little one. I'm going to put a picture up. I'll talk about it in the next video, but I'm gonna put a picture up for this one. Is this little stand-up brush one. I love that thing. It works perfectly. I can put my eyelash curler and everything in the center, and it just works great. So I usually will keep that in my carry-on. But what I put inside my bag, I put my travel brushes. So this is from IT Cosmetics, and these are dual brushes, and it has little flaps to go over, and it folds down super small. So if you can find stuff like this is really good. Some small little travel brushes in a little case, and then I just slide it inside my bag. I mainly keep that set of brushes. I like to use my full brushes, my larger IT Cosmetic brushes, in that other case, and I keep it in my carry-on. And the only reason I take this travel ones is because if for some reason I get separated, at least I have some set of brushes. A lot of those eyeshadow ones I can use, but I don't like really the foundation brush that's in there and stuff like that. So it's kind of that type of thing. One of the items that I wanted to get this time was do you need to go out, girl? Do you need to go out? Okay, one of the things that I needed to get this time was something to put my jewelry in. I don't wear a lot of things when I'm flying because I'm afraid my hands will swell. It's not comfortable if you kind of lay down when your stud earrings are kind of hitting in the back, or any kind of earrings, you know, just to have something to be able to put my jewelry in. I also don't travel a lot with a lot of jewelry anymore. If I do, it maybe for work, or maybe if there's something special I want to dress up for, like maybe I brought like a special outfit or something, then I want to have maybe a little chunky jewelry or something. I have a jewelry roll for that, but it doesn't really work if I want to keep some of my main things in a little jewelry thing. And I purchased one, and I'm going to take it back because it's just too big. I thought it would work. And that's this one, and it's actually really nice. So I would put it in a carry-on, but not necessarily a personal bag. And I probably wouldn't bring this much stuff, although this one's really nice. 4 necklaces here. It has a zipper pocket here. It has a double area here with this one zipper. And then it has 2 zipper pockets here for maybe like dangling earrings. It has a ring thing. It has this for all your stud earrings. Oh, it actually is really, really nice. Little handle, little gold hardware. I think if it was like half the size, it'd be perfect. So I found one less than half the size. And this one actually works out well too. I'm not a gold kind of person, but I mean, they didn't have anything else, so I got this. Oh, it has a thing for the rings, thing for the stud earrings, little one for like dangly earrings, or, you know, maybe, you know, bracelets, you know, that aren't like structured. And then it has thing for the necklaces and a little thing to, you know, little elastic area to kind of keep them in, but keep them separated. So this is perfect to be able to put inside, and that way, you know, this is pretty much all I need. I usually put my rings in there, put my earrings in there. I wear my necklace and my watch pretty much all the time. But if I wanted to put my necklace away or my watch away, I could just put it inside here. And I think it would all fit out perfectly. So that is the little jewelry case. Of course, as I mentioned, I take my iPad everywhere with me. No explanation needed there. And then I replaced a Kindle that got stolen. I'm so excited to have this back. When I was at the tire shop this morning, I actually was sitting there reading, and you know, this is easy to be able to take in any kind of little bag. I take it in this little beige bag. It fits perfectly, and I just sat there and read while they were working on the car. And anyway, that was kind of nice to be able to have it. It got stolen 9 years ago, so the one I had, my daughter purchased for me before that. Many years before that, and whenever Kindle came out, and I used to read all the time, and I've been using the Kindle app on the iPad, and I just feel like it's straining my eyes too much. Oh, I'm really glad I was able to replace this. I'll be able to take this with me to be able to read and kind of get away from, I know it's electronic, but it's not like a harsh electronic, which is something that I need to be more mindful of. I need a drink. I hope everybody has a drink. No, this is not alcohol. I wish it was. It's not noon yet. Something I put in the front, so underneath this little flat pocket here, is this, and I can bend it to hold the Kindle like that. Oh, it'll sit up on a flight. How did I do that? Something like that. So I can read and I don't have to hold it the whole time. The next thing is that I needed a notebook for work to go back and forth between what I do at home and what I do at the office. So my notes will kind of go back and forth. I usually just email them to myself, but then sometimes when you get like 100 emails, you lose your own email. So I've been writing stuff down in here. Well, I got these books. They come in a set of 3 in different colors. I got the one that was blue, black, and brown. They come with a pen. Not really keen on the pen, but I have used it. They're all black ink. And basically, this is great. Oh, I had the pen upside down. This would be a great journal, like a mini journal for your travels. Up here on top, it says memo, but you could put like Rome, Istanbul, Greece, whatever, Athens. And then it has a date area where you can put the date. And then it even has like little weather things, like what was the weather today, sunny, rain, whatever. And then it has day of the week. So you could mark Tuesday or whatever. And you can write, you know, kind of like whatever's in there. For me, I put my notes and I take it back and forth to work. And it's actually been working out really well. It has a couple ribbons here. Let's get the other one. And so you can mark different pages if you're doing different things. And then it has elastic to go over. But it's super small and compact to where it'd be great for like a little travel journal. And you have your little pen there. But if you don't like the pen, you could put something else, another pen in there. But I thought this was really good. When I was looking at it, I was like, this would be great for a travel journal. Again, getting away from electronics so much because I've done journaling on my iPad for so long. And I'm thinking I need to get away from that. And I'm thinking this may be it. Or even like for me, like doing content creation, maybe some tips and things that I think about at the moment, but then when I go down to sit down and do a review vlog, I'll have forgot about it. But this may help me remember some things too. So I'm going to keep this in my personal bag too. This is a double eyeglass case. I had been looking for something really nice to get. Now I did get the black one at first. It's so ugly. I couldn't. I'm going to return it because that black one was very ugly. It looked like something my dad would use in 1972. It's bad. Oh, see? It's like this fake pleathery looking stuff. Anyway, just looks ugly. But I got this one. It's really nice. It's blue. It has a little bit of a texture. I don't know if you can kind of tell with the light hitting on it. But I'll put a little video in here. I put both my nighttime or night glasses or see far distance glasses in here, and then also put a pair of larger kind of glasses. I wouldn't put my prescription sunglasses in here because I like to keep them in a hard case, but I definitely would put the glasses that have UV lenses for when I go to the beach or get in the pool, or kind of like that type, where I know I'm going to do something activity-esque where I don't want to mess up or scratch my prescription glasses. And it comes with a little, lens cleaner. Last item in here is I've actually moved things around a little bit over time. What I've done is I always had like little bags of things that were based by category. But I realized when I got to my destination that sometimes that I had like a whole bunch of little bags, and then I was kind of searching for things. And while I like being organized with like knowing what's in what, I realized that I probably need something that is little, small, compact, lightweight, so I could also use it for when I do camping and stuff, and held all my like hygiene and bottles and things like that. I still have to have a separate liquids container, just because even though I have TSA pre-check, when you go internationally you have to take your liquids out. Also, when you fly internationally, not all the countries think the TSA or the liquids bag that we use works in their country. A lot of them have smaller dimensions. So remember, read the information before you go, so you know. But I ended up getting the Trip Travel Gear hygiene bag. I hear so many people talk about this. I see so many packing videos with this. They come in a lot of different colors. This is the teal one. It's actually very pretty. It's on the bluish teal side, just so you have that kind of thought process. It is a hanging one, which I haven't had a hanging hygiene bag in years. I'm talking years. I want to say more than 10 years. I haven't had one because they were so big and bulky, and they still have some that are so big and bulky they just don't fit inside my carry-on very well because they're so big and bulky. Or maybe I just put too much stuff in them, but they're still bulky and they're heavy. And this is very lightweight, and the little thing tucks away. It doesn't have to tuck away, but it's nice that it can tuck away. It does have an outside zipper, so you can put things in here that you want to get to maybe on the go very fast, like toothpaste, toothbrush, maybe a little cleansing wipe and stuff. So that's kind of what I have in here, and I'll show you that in a minute. And then of course it has some straps on the back. Those are kind of the strap handles, which I found kind of weird. Why does that keep coming out? I have dropped my little, I don't even know why I have it in there. That needs to go over there. I'm gonna put it over there. It's a lip brush. It's fallen out twice. I feel like it's trying to get me. It's like, take me somewhere. Well, this is how it looks, but this isn't totally how it looks. There actually is a little plastic one that attaches to this. I'm going to pull that out in just a minute, but this is my main, what I would take inside my personal carry-on. This would be really good for like international flights as well, because then you can take this into the bathroom and kind of freshen it up. And I'll share kind of my international flying kit, long haul kit with you. But this would make it really easy just to take it in. Of course, you're not going to do everything and hold up the bathroom for hours. Kind of an idea of what I would bring for a long haul flight. And if you have some other suggestions for long haul flight items, leave it in the comments below, because I may add that. Up on top, you're probably going to say, what the heck? She just did a makeup bag. I actually have makeup. This is makeup that I would put on like super fast at my probably seat, you know, on the tray. So I just kind of hang this up and then probably put my makeup on it, especially after a long haul flight. You know, I don't wear makeup on long haul flights, but if I need to get off the plane and like go do something right away, I want to kind of look like I've not been on a long haul flight. And I'll put a little makeup in here. Instead of taking my makeup bag, I just have to take this one item. So I kind of split the makeup a little bit. Oh, I have another foundation. This is more like a cream foundation, makes it easier to go on. And then I have mascara, eyeliner. I'm laughing because I have like a lot of lipsticks in here. Some cream blush. And then I have two cream eyeshadow, so this makes it really easy to put on. I don't have my little foundation brush for that foundation, that cream foundation, but I would put that in here too, because it comes like covered. It like pops into its own cover, so it's not a loose item. 2, 3 lipsticks. Oh, and then the rest of my eyebrow pencil and spoolie, the e.l.f. Wow Brow. This is actually really, this is good stuff. It's its own little spoolie. Hi, Sadie. Its own little spoolie with the stuff on it, so you can just kind of go through and just touch yourself up. Makes it easy, simple, small items. So again, all small items. Whoop. All right. Sadie came in, had to close the door. And then in the next one, it has kind of my teeth stuff. I have a little mouthwash, a toothbrush, toothpaste, floss. Have that stuff. Down here I have eye drops, because my eyes can get very blurry at times. I have eye drops. I have a 10 magnifying mirror in here, and then I have my little Schick, I think so, shaver, the little mini shaver. These are fantastic. Of course, if you click on any of the Amazon affiliate links below, you're supporting my channel, and I thank you in advance. The next one, which is the one that has the zipper on the outside and the inside, is really nice. So if you're opening it up and you're using it here, but if you just want to get in on this side and you don't want to open the whole thing, then you're able to do that as well. This is a mesh side as well. So if you don't want anyone to see something that's in there, I wouldn't put it in there. I would put it in this top one where it doesn't have the mesh. I was trying to see if I can go in order, but I don't think I can. So I have a little mini brush and wide tooth comb. I have little hair ties. I have a little Ziploc with these are kind of hygiene wipes. So, you know, you can clean, you know, all the important areas. You want to do that. And then I have these little makeup remover kind of cleansing wipes. I also have these little hand soaps, the ones that dissolve in water. And so if you go, I also keep this in my little like bum bag, so if you're in the airport and you don't have soap, you got soap. Q-tips, face lotion. I have a little thing of face wash, and that is it. So that would be kind of like my long haul flight kit. So I would wash up, wash my face. One thing that's not in here is my deodorant, a mini deodorant, and the reason is because I had a mini, and I think I took a regular one when I went camping, and because my little one had like dried up. So the travel size one. So I'd have a travel size solid. That's what I would take. So that's the other item that's missing from there. And this part right here is toothbrush, toothpaste, all that good stuff, as well as I have also tweezers, a nail file, those items. Anyway, it ends up being to where it ended up being a nicer bag than what I thought it was. I originally was thinking I couldn't figure out what to put in this area. And then I realized, oh, I can put all the stuff that I would use, like if I'm freshening up from a long haul. You could also put other like solid items in here. I wouldn't put, you know, obviously liquid bottles or anything. I'm sure there are many ways that you could use this area. I mean, come up with your own of how you fly or how you travel, and you'll be able to figure out the best way to utilize this area too. And anyway, I love the little organization. Works out really well. It has just enough pockets, not too much. So the Tripped hygiene bag came, that little snap area from the bottom is this. So you could put liquids in here and also have it inside, but I have more liquids than that, to be honest. I think I could get away with using this little one if I have those little travel pouches and going for a shorter amount of time. I think this would work out really well. I feel like I'm gonna try. The one thing I'd like to do is this one right here that hooks to the bottom inside there and folds up inside. I really would like to be able to buy those little, you know, pouches and see if I could get all of my liquids inside here, and that way I would only have these two things. The only thing I don't like about this one is it doesn't have a handle. If I wanted to take this into the shower, but I think I could go to like Joann's, the sewing store, the craft store, whatever it is, and find snaps and create a handle here to where I could have that to where it would hook onto the knob in the shower or a hook in the shower, whatever. It definitely wouldn't hook over the shower head because I can't reach it. I'm too short. But it could hook on anything else. But it could hook on the shower head for you. But anyway, I think it would be really cool. Really, I think it'll work out perfectly. Anyway, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna do a packing video before my cruise. Oh, sometime in October. And I think you're gonna find out if this is gonna work. I'm really gonna try, because if I can go that minimal, oh my gosh, that would be amazing, huh? But for right now, this is the other piece that was in that kit, and I have all my liquids in there. But I typically keep this in my carry-on luggage. Don't really take this in my personal bag. So we'll talk about this in the next video. That came with also this bag, but this has some items in here that is also going in my carry-on luggage. So we'll talk about this in the next video as well. That's everything that's in my personal bag that I take, and that's no matter what I take with me, what type of carry-on device that I'm going to be using, whether it's a backpack or a wheeled underseater. If you have any tips on what you take in your personal bag, leave a comment below. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe. Take care. Have a great day.